So this is lesson 6-2, substitution, and this is the video part 2. We are going to take this story problem and write a system of equation and solve it using the substitution method. There's going to be endless number of story problems that can happen with a system of equations, and we'll get into that a little bit here, but we'll probably do a lot more after Christmas, because for Algebra 1, system problems are very, very important. So, okay, here we go. It says, a nature center has two types of entrance fees. $35.25 for annual membership, or $6.25 for a single admission. Last week, they sold 50 entrances for a total of $660.50. How many were annual memberships and how many were single admissions? Okay, do you remember when we did just simple word problems and I said you needed to define a variable? Okay, that was leading up to this, because these aren't so simple, and you've got to very specifically say what each variable stands for so that it makes the problem clear. So here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to say that X is the annual membership. And you know, you could always use A if you wanted or whatever, but let's just stick with X and Y for right now. And then Y is going to be the single admission. Okay, so I just arbitrarily picked. It really does not matter. We've got to come up with two equations that satisfy this problem. Okay, let's talk about a couple things first. Generally, when money is involved, one of your equations deals with money and the other one deals with quantity. Okay? So as you read through here, $35.25 for annual memberships, $6.25 for single admission. That's very important information. Last week, they sold 50 entrances. That's a quantity. For a total of $660.50. That's monetary. Almost always, you're going to have two equations, one dealing with quantity and one dealing with money. Who can tell me what they think the one would be with quantity? Ariana, what are you thinking? X plus Y equals 50. They sold a total of 50 entrances. We don't know which is which, but there was a total of 50. Okay? Next, let's switch to money. Brought in a total of $660.50. Tells you how much each type is. Jared, what do you think the equation is?
3525X plus 625Y equals 660.50.
Okay, I barely got that in over there. Yeah. That looks good. You think you could write that by yourselves? Okay, I mean, you got to kind of get in the habit of it. You got to get the hang of it, but then it'll just become second nature. Oh yeah, I got to do one that represents numbers and one that represents money. Okay, now let's take that top one, X plus Y equals 50, and let's make it an X equal. Okay, sound good? Subtract Y. So X equals negative Y plus 50. We're going to take that amount and we're going to plug it in place of X, right? That makes sense? So I'm going to have 3525 times the quantity, negative Y plus 50, plus 6.25y equals 660.50. Got to solve the equation. So here we go. Distributive. Negative 35.25y plus, and I've already got this number, so I've cheated, 1,762.50 plus 6.25y equals 660.50. Combine my like terms, the two y's. It is negative 29y plus 1762.50 equals 660.50. So I'm just following basic steps to solve an equation. We distributed first, then we combined like terms. We combined the y's. Now I need to bring my constant to the right, so I need to subtract 1762.50 from each side. So negative 29y equals negative 1,102. Divide both sides by negative 29, and surprisingly, it comes out really pretty. Y equals 38. What does that tell us? What does that mean? Olivia?
They sold 38 single admissions.
Yep, that means that they sold, you would write 38 single admissions. You're going to take your 38, you're going to put it right in back there at the beginning. So I'm going to have to go up here, sorry. X equals, I'm going to plug in 38, negative 38 plus 50. So X equals 12, and then what does that mean? Ben?
They sold 12 annual memberships.
12 annual memberships. A lot of work. I'm not going to deny it. Yes, they take time. They definitely take time. Questions? Yes.
Since they have given you the amount of admissions they sold total, can you just subtract the...
Definitely so. And that's kind of what I did, but yeah. Yeah. All right. Anybody else? Questions?